What is up, everybody? Nick Fiore of Furious Nation here on YouTube. It is Friday night, August the 22nd of 2025, 8 p.m. on the dot for Friday Night Smackdown, which was taped earlier, but they are in Dublin, Ireland for the tour and on the road, getting closer to Clash in Paris, which will be the final WPLE on Peacock as WPLEs for the main roster will move officially to ESPN DTC next month, starting September 20th with WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis, Indiana, which is rumored to be headlined by John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. And about to join me now, before we begin, Mitch, unfortunately, will not be here for a while. Basketball season's starting up. He will be doing the basketball season. And then when the basketball season's over, he will be back here with just him, Mitch himself, and I. But for now, until basketball season's over, a very new guy will be joining me, a good buddy of Mitch. His name is Adam Saints. He'll be popping in here in a little bit. It should be in a little bit. He's on his way in here. Until Mitch comes back from the basketball season, Adam Saints in between is going to be, is going to be my new partner for the Smackdown watch party until Mitch gets back from basketball season. You're about to meet Adam Saints in a little bit. You may have met him last week for the Smackdown watch party on the August 15th edition of Smackdown a week ago. I was not on there as my birthday was the next day, August the 16th, last Saturday. And also that same day, my birthday, one of my mom's friends who passed away in July, her wake was on my birthday as well. So I didn't stream for Smackdown last week. That's the reason why. And so I haven't streamed the Smackdown watch party in a few weeks. Back 2 weeks later here with this. We got Adam Carl in the chat, my buddy for the Forbidden Podcast. What's up, Adam Carl? Speaking of whom, Adam Carl and I did speak earlier today. Mark the date. It'll be in a week from today. It'll be during the day, 1 p.m. It'll be the same day SmackDown, but it'll be hours before SmackDown next week for the SmackDown Go Home show for Clash in Paris for SmackDown in 7 days from today. 1 p.m. August 29th next week. Adam Carl and I will have the next episode of the Forbidden Podcast. So 1 p.m. August 29th, 2025 next week. Remember that date, 1 p.m. You're not going to want to miss it, and make sure you tune into that. So quick announcement on that. We have Raw wrestler and the Women's Intercontinental Champion from Raw, Becky Lynch, opening SmackDown. As SmackDown tonight is from Dublin, Ireland. It was taped, was not live unless you had VPN, which I don't have a VPN at this time. So if you don't have a VPN, you have to read spoilers. I unfortunately don't have a VPN, so I couldn't watch it live. But they did tape SmackDown earlier tonight, live earlier from Dublin. They have Raw this Monday in Birmingham, England. They have SmackDown next week, the Go Home show for Clash in Paris in, I think they can't remember where it's from next week, but they have the Clash in Paris in Paris. The Raw to Clash in Paris September 1st, which is on Labor Day in Paris, France as well. We got Clash in Paris coming up on Sunday, August the 31st of this year, shaping up to be a good show. The Raw poster reviews, you may have noticed, haven't been done in a few weeks. Run to a lot of personal shit and a little sick coming out of SummerSlam weekend, and then deal with some personal shit and getting ready for my mom's friend's funeral, which I was very close to my mom's friend. And one of my mom's friends, unfortunately, the day after 4th of July last month, unfortunately committed suicide. So I was getting ready for the wake for that, and it was on my birthday, actually, last Saturday. So quite a up and down weekend last weekend and for the past several weeks. And where I work currently for my job, just been unhappy and just freaking fried, burnt out, overworked, and the place being short-staffed and being overworked and just freaking just fried and just burnt out with that, trying to find a new job. And I'm trying to be in talks with other places to try and get a new job. And It's still in talks, but nothing's happened just yet at this time. Still in talks with other places, though, but nothing yet has happened. It'll probably take time, but I'm sure something will happen with that. But that's been going on the past couple of weeks, all that crazy stuff going on, and that's why I haven't been active with the Raw post reviews the past couple weeks. With all that, and combined with coming out of SummerSlam weekend, just just really tired and drained coming out of SummerSlam weekend. Just wanted to take a couple days off, and so all that the reasons why I haven't been active with the Raw post show reviews the past 2-3 weeks. So, but I am back though for the first time in 2 weeks here on YouTube for the Smackdown watch party and all. First time back here on YouTube video. First time in 2 weeks. Back to Smackdown watch party. First time in 2 weeks. Took last week off because of my birthday weekend and my mom's friend's passing, funeral stuff. But back here tonight, and I look forward to sharing tonight with all you guys as we're getting very close to the end of the summer, and man, the summer's gone by pretty quick, and we're almost into September, into the fall. It's crazy. We are almost 3/4 into 2025, man. What happened to the year? What happened to the year? What we got? And Becky Lynch in the ring, cutting a promo in a blue, furry vest, something like that, and talking shit to the fans, saying you don't deserve it. I'm gonna say this though. At first, I was very against Becky Lynch as a heel because of Becky Lynch not being a good heel 4 years ago, and I know that was under Vince. But the past 3 months, Becky Lynch as a heel has not been bad at all, and she's proven me wrong. And I've been really enjoying this heel Becky Lynch as of late. And we want Lyra chant. She's from Dublin, like Becky Lynch. Lyra Valkyria can't challenge Becky Lynch ever again for the women's IC title as long as Becky's champion. But since May, I've been enjoying this heel Becky Lynch a lot. And this heel Becky Lynch has been knocking it out of the park, and she's been proving me wrong. And I've actually enjoyed her not bad at all. So she's been doing really well in this heel role the past 3 months. One thing I do have to say, if I have to be honest, after beating Lyra, I don't know who else could be lined up for Becky soon for the women's IC title. Soon would be good. I know there's Nikki Bella, and I know it's a big name, but I mean, with Nikki Bella being injury prone and not just, I know a lot of people don't really like her because where she came from, which women's era she came from in WWE over a decade ago, years and years ago, like late 2000s when it was the Divas era, when it was under Johnny Ace. No, where Nikki Bella came from, and a lot of people don't like Nikki Bella because where she came from, and I could feel people's opinions when they say that, and I can't really blame them. And the fact that and the fact that Nikki Bella's injury prone, I mean, I know Nikki Bella's a big name against Becky Lynch, but I don't really have much interest in a Nikki Bella Becky Lynch women's IC title match. I don't. Hopefully Nikki Bella could prove me wrong and can keep up with Becky, but I don't see it. That's just me. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section. Becky Lynch still talking smack to the fans too. But about 10 minutes into the video, where we talk more here, and Adam Saints is on his way in here. Should hopefully be on his way in a little bit. So while waiting for him, make sure you hit the like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. And not only hit the like, It would be appreciated as well if you subscribe to Furious Nation at 230 subscribers. I'd love to get more than that. So make sure you like, hit the subscribe, turn on the bell for all notifications when you do subscribe to Furious Nation as well. So make sure you do all that. It would be absolutely greatly appreciated. And also, you may have noticed something different here. First time a headset right here for the first time ever on the stream. I actually got this on my birthday this past weekend. And I promised my family the next time I stream would be tonight wearing this. So got this for my birthday. First time trying it out tonight. Hopefully you guys can hear me as well. You probably can. I think you probably can. And also, for my birthday last weekend, got this as well. It is, now, if you're wondering what kind of mic this is, it is a Zeal Sound microphone. Where I got this from. Not sure if you can see it with the lettering, but it's a Zeal Sound microphone. Really nice for professional podcasting. Then the headset I got is an EK5A E900 gaming headset is what I'm wearing at this time. And wearing it for the first time here on StreamYard and on the podcast for Furious Nation on Hardcore Sports Network. So, yeah. I will be wearing this from here on out, by the way. So, just want to make sure you get used to that. And out comes Tiffany Stratton, the women's champion. Now, she has history with Becky Lynch going back to NXT in late 2023 when Tiffany Stratton was NXT women's champion. And Becky Lynch took the title off her in September of 2023 in an episode of NXT. And then they had that really good match at No Mercy in 2023. NXT No Mercy 2023 was that Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women's title between Tiffany and Becky. And though Becky retained, Tiffany was made that night, and it made people talk. You know, Tiffany Stratton should be on the main roster. She, like, this girl is that good. And it really made Tiffany Stratton, even though Becky Lynch went over that night, she really made Tiffany Stratton big time. And it's made Tiffany to what she is today. One of the top females, not just on SmackDown, but in the WWE company currently. And that match, that Extreme Rules match between two at No Mercy 2 years ago was awesome too. It was very good. And I remember watching that stream live, that show live 2 years ago. Very good match. And I think they were in California. I think Sacramento, California, I think. But anyways, that match was very good. And that was when Becky was a champion going into that show, No Mercy, and Becky retained. But the match was very, very good. So a little history here with Tiffy and Becky. Take a sip of my drink. Now comes Nia Jax. As if we need to see another Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton match, because that's exactly what I want to see. Said no one ever. Nia attacks Stephanie as if anyone cares. And now comes Jade Cargill. Tag team main event made tonight. Jade and Tiffany versus Becky and Nia, huh? How original. How original, Road Dogg. Mr. Oh, you didn't know? Yo ass better call somebody. Yeah. I wish somebody would call you Mr. Brian James to fire you. Are you fucking kidding me? Just so fucking formulaic, dude. And you wonder why SmackDown sucks. Because of who they have writing this fucking show. The fucking Road Dogg. I know Triple H just head of creative, but I mean, Road Dogg being the head writer, yeah, not really good if you ask me. Not really good. See, Jade and Tiffany versus Becky and Nia, made officially tonight on SmackDown for the main event and tag team match made by Nick Aldis. Man, I'm so excited. I am so pumped to see that match. Should nobody fucking ever. Who cares? Who cares? Ah, man. Fuck me. Fuck me. Then we got Fraxium backstage with Carmelo Hayes. As Melo Don't Miz beat Fraxium last week. On the Miz. I know Adam Cole loves the Miz, but this fucking guy, the Miz. This guy, this clown. All right, now I wonder where Adam Saints is in here. Wonder what's going on, but hopefully he's in here. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? Says what's up, Furious. Yeah, so Jeffrey, you thought SmackDown was a good show tonight? I mean, you got a tag team main event that feels formulaic with Jade and Tiffany versus Nia and Becky, but I digress. But that's your opinion, though, so I respect that. But um, I did. No, I won't spoil it. The John Cena Logan Paul, they had the John Cena's on tonight. I won't spoil it, but SmackDown isn't live tonight. They're apparently taped, so were live earlier, different time zone in Dublin. They're airing it right now, and it's going to be the same thing SmackDown next week. So SmackDown's not going to be live until 2 weeks from tonight. Let me see. There's Adam Saints in here. Jeffrey says, "I can. You can. You can. I already seen it. Well, all right, I guess. But yeah, John Cena and Logan Paul apparently had a segment on the show, which was good as well. So then apparently Logan Paul knocked out John Cena at the end of the show, hyping up their match for. Well, actually, it's going to be in Clash in Paris. It looks like it's not. I I don't know. Probably. I don't know. And Jeffrey Remmer also. Only thing I hated was Nia still in the title picture with Tiffany. Yeah, that I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, she's related to The Rock. I don't care. I mean, she's fought Tiffany how many times now? It's ridiculous. At this point, I hope to God we get another draft this fall because my God, this show fucking needs it. Yeah, like she Nia can move onto the mid card scenario. Yeah, that would be beneficial, I think, for Nia. But Nia and Tiffany and Nia and Tiffany enough, you know. Go against someone else. Yes, literally. Anything but Nia versus Tiffany at this point. Seriously.
Chanting, we want Miz. Fans pop when Miz finally attacked.
All right, I don't know what's going on with Adam Saints. I know it's been almost half an hour, and I don't know where he's at, but I'm not sure. Hopefully he's in here soon. There we go. There we go.
All right. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Nah, no worries.
I honestly thought we were doing this next Friday.
Ah. So you must be Adam Saint.
Yes, I am. I'm AJ.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. It was funny because Mitch hit me up and he's like, "Oh, I thought you were doing this." I'm like, I'm sitting here watching Dexter, and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. Always. I mean, I know it's only half an hour, but better late than never. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Not much happening so far. We got a Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton main event versus Becky Lynch and Nia Jax for the main event tonight. And Becky's a Raw wrestler appearing in her home country tonight for Smackdown.
Yeah, right now it's the Motor City Machine Guns and
Mellow Don't Miz.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
I guess
I
I
know
really
the Miz
haven't.
Been on for 20 years, but one of my other buddies, Adam Carl, there's a reason he calls the Miz cockroach because, I mean, he's been there for 20 years and he's still there.
I mean, listen, 20 years, he's won the WWE Championship twice. He has held multiple championships. The guy legitimately is the definition of a person who lived his boyhood dream, you know?
Yeah, but
I was never a fan of his, but a buddy of mine told me, how could you be a fan of his? He's a fan that wanted to be a wrestler, became a wrestler, you know? There's not much else to that, you know?
Yeah, he came from the real world. He's been through a lot, was kicked out of a locker room for 6-7 months, and then he got back in.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell Mello and the Miz pairing came from.
Yeah, apparently Mello was drafted to SmackDown, first draft pick for SmackDown in the draft last year. Then he doesn't do a whole lot, and then they pair him with the Miz.
I remember him when he was here in the Independents up here in New England called Christian Casanova.
Yes, yep, was.
And he did his kind of like a Michael Jackson gimmick-ish type of thing.
Yeah, speaking of Mello, Mello was going for nothing, but Miz tagged himself in the same thing last week against Fraxium.
Oh. How about the machine gun who somehow became like a cold reception?
Oh my God! Did you see the code breaker from Mello? Spike and Chris Sabin.
I don't know if I'm behind or on because right now I'm watching this off of like some illegal website.
And Miz stole the win, by the way, too. Mello don't Miz win again. So apparently, I think it's the Guns versus Miz and Mello. Miz and Mello won. I think they also got the Street Profits versus the MFTs, and whoever wins those two tag team matches gets a match next week, and the winner of that match next week gets a shot at the White Six for the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Oh, I see the co-breaker now. A little delayed, but
I'm probably a little bit ahead of you because I'm watching on YouTube TV on my phone. But
Alex Kelly, man, that guy is one hell of a wrestler. Yeah. Oh, I love it. The sleazy tag team partner gimmick.
Yeah. I will say Mello deserves better, but I think it's kind of a story to break Mello away from the Miz slowly.
No, because Mello smiled. I actually think this is a bigger plan.
Yeah, we'll see.
It almost reminds me of like when Trick and when Mello when Trick Williams together.
Mm-hmm. But Mello don't Miz win this match. I figured they'd win. Since the Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin haven't been doing much of anything lately for months.
Jimmy Uso going to be a dad.
Yeah. I watched that thing with Naomi Monday and Raw. I'm so happy for Naomi and Big Jim.
Oh, I freaking love the fact that she said that, and then the fans were chanting OTC.
Yeah.
And then the backstage reaction of Jimmy when that happened was like, what?
Yeah. And I also want to put up this in the chat. Jeffrey Reimer also says, "Got to say though, this crowd was great. Yeah, Dublin so far is a good crowd.
I mean, Scotland, man.
Davey Uso. Yeah. Miz was also getting cheered. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, I
No,
did
it's not.
notice. What?
It's actually not crazy that Miz got cheered in Scotland, but not one bit.
Yeah.
And I'll toss some interesting fact on that one. So Miz has been around for 20-something years. Believe it or not, the most shares he's got is from the Europeans. Every time he's overseas, he gets cheered. He's more hated in North America than he is over on Europe. That's what people have to understand. But I also think he hasn't feuded with much of like European-based wrestlers. I'm trying to remember anyone that was from Britain that he feuded with, or had a short-term feud with that I can think of. You know?
Yeah. And also tonight, I may be a little ahead of you, Adam. Apparently Charlotte Flair going one-on-one tonight with Piper Niven of the Secret Service.
Wait a minute. Charlotte Flair, you said?
Yeah, Charlotte Flair is going one-on-one with Piper Niven tonight.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
If she doesn't win, that's when Scotland riots.
Who wins? Piper? Doesn't win Piper?
Piper doesn't win. I mean, that is that's not the greatest idea right there. You know, if you're gonna have her lose, I mean, come on. Yeah. They probably will for the sake of whatever storyline they're telling, but you know.
No, Jeffrey Reimer also says, I want to bring this up. Melo needs to break away from the Miz. I mean, probably not now. I don't know what they go with at this point.
Unfortunately, if they bring Melo away from Miz right now, then he's going to be a jobber. And he's going to go nowhere. And then he's going to be the next one to be released. That's what's going to happen.
Well, like, I don't know if I'd say that because, I mean...
Oh, no. It would, 100%. I'll tell you why. What people understand is I own my own independent wrestling promotion. I've owned it for about 14 years. Been in the business for 20. From a wrestler to a promoter, I'll tell you right now, the downfall with Melo is Melo's very talented. Very talented. I remember he was amazing in the indies, but just because he was really talented in the indies doesn't mean that carries over to the big leagues, right? He comes to NXT. That whole run in NXT was great. I felt moving him up to WWE, to the quote-unquote main roster was a little bit too soon. I felt they should have stayed there a little bit longer, got some ground beneath them, goes over. Okay, tell me what big thing he's done since he got moved up to SmackDown or Raw.
Well, I mean...
Minus teaming up with Miz.
Well, it doesn't help when you have who writing for SmackDown, one of the head writers.
Well, who is the head writer for SmackDown?
Let me just say it's Mr. D-O-double-G.
Okay, so Road Dogg writes for SmackDown.
He does,
okay.
Yeah, he does. He's one of the head writers for SmackDown.
All right. Who's the head writer over at Raw?
Gosh, it's definitely not Road Dogg. It's someone else, but I
so
feel
just
like
so you know,
that honest. I mean,
for creative,
no, but there's not much excitement right now. But however, despite that, I feel like, just my opinion, Raw feels like the better show compared to SmackDown. And that's just me, where I'm coming from, what I've noticed.
Okay. So Road Dogg and John
is more hands-on with SmackDown, and I feel like somebody else is more hands-on with Monday Night Raw.
Okay, so here it is. So Road Dogg and John Skitza are the lead writers, co-lead writers over at SmackDown, while Jonathan Backstorm is the lead writer over at Raw.
Backstrom, I think.
Bruce Pritchard serves as executive director of creative writing and talent, acting as the liaison between writing team and Triple H. All right. Who oversee and Ed Koski oversees edits and scripts for Raw. Ryan Ward also involved in Raw's creative direction.
I wish we'd have Ryan Ward on SmackDown, man. I remember he wrote for SmackDown in late 2016. That was great.
So the problem is, I mean, right now SmackDown is a little bit more creative. There's a little bit more creative freedom over on SmackDown. Raw's more tight. Okay. I don't like the fact they dropped the serious Ron Killings gimmick and went back to goofy ass R-Truth. They had something there, and they flatlined it.
Well, what happens when The Rock wanted Cody to sell his soul, and John Cena turned heel, sold his soul to The Rock, and then Rock wouldn't show up for WrestleMania when he should have. Instead, we got Travis Scott. And then Rock and Travis Scott decided to duck. And then
it was only Travis Scott that dipped. If Travis Scott didn't dip, a lot of the storyline would never. This could have been salvageable. The problem was Travis Scott couldn't commit to the schedule. Everyone known The Rock was going to go film Smashing Machine, so there was no way he would have carried on whatever thing they were doing.
Well, I mean,
what it was Triple H. The problem was Triple H couldn't figure out a way how to tell the story, so he went and just said, "Turn John Cena face again." I fucking love the heel John Cena. I thought it was great. I hate the fact that they turned him face again. Utterly hate it. Now Brock Lesnar is back, so let's see how that gets played out. But in general, I just utterly hate it.
Well, I mean, that was The Rock's story. He could have really showed up because we didn't get really much with the build with Cena and Cody going into Mania, and it could have because Cena sold his soul to The Rock at the Chamber. Like the whole story was Rock wanted Cody's soul, and to turn heel be Rock's champion.
Yeah, I know.
Went heel, and trust me, I love the heel turn as well. But the way what happened and just it was Rock's story. He should have showed up. I know it was just Travis Scott, but Rock could have been there, dude. At least show up on the stage, something. But
I mean, he could have pre-taped a bunch of shit, to be fair. But they dropped the ball on that, and that falls on them.
I'm sure Triple H and even his team were ready to move on from a heel Cena. They know it wasn't working out. It felt empty with Rock not showing up and Travis Scott not being committed.
I don't know.
The whole thing was a flop.
Honestly, I liked the heel Cena. I thought it was perfect, and I was upset that they abandoned it. They should have kept it. And you know what should have happened, because I know he is until December, right? December
13th apparently is his last date. It'll be on Saturday night's main event in Boston, and it'll be on Peacock, not NBCU, by the way.
All right. So with that being said, right?
Yes.
They could have turned him face that night and passing the torch to Cody Rhodes. That's what they should have done. But they bailed on it, and they're like, "Yeah, let's just bring in Rock." Very piss poor decision making, and then make it worse when Killer Cross was getting all that popularity. They could have banked on that instead of Cody Rhodes feuding with The Rock and Travis Scott. It should have been like John Cena and Killer Cross.
Well,
the little devil's advocate. I think that would have been beautiful. That would have been the greatest thing they could have done for Killer Cross.
Well, I would have loved Cena and Cross too, but I also got to have it make sense too. How do you have it make sense?
Okay. Have you ever followed? You followed what Killer Cross was doing the whole time he's been there? He's been playing devil's advocate. Everything he predicted happened to all the superstars he predicted, which is funny, really funny. I'm surprised WWE never even banked on that. He predicted the bloodline was going to crumble. It happened. He predicted the other couple of things. I thought that whole thing that Killer Cross was doing was great. And I thought that right there should have been a focus point, and it wasn't. And that's shame on WWE. They let tons of money went out the door. If that is true, if this release is not a kayfabe thing, rumor has it, and I'm not sure if it's true, but WWE let him go so all that popularity can die down.
No, I don't. No, I
And
don't.
that is a weird situation, but I can see that happening with WWE. I can see them trying to be like, let's see if this is really a thing. Now, so far, people have been chanting, we want Cross. So the question is, how long will that really last?
Well, the thing is, I mean, it's TKO that owns the WWE. That's the problem.
This is no different than no different. What does TKO want? They want names, right? So fuck it. Let's go bring Brock Lesnar back in. That's a name. Okay, a name with a lot of controversial shit attached to him right now, which a lot of people are like surprised about it.
I know, but
I find it interesting because everyone's willing to forgive certain people, but no one forgives Joey Ryan.
Well, that's a different story, though. Completely different story, Joey Ryan. I mean,
but hold on.
Joey Ryan is just.
But is it?
It's not even wrestling at that point.
But wait a minute. Once again, but is it?
It's not.
You have these weird stories that Vince McMahon and Johnny Ace went and took turns pooping on someone and forced her to send new pics to freaking the Brock Lesnar. But yeah, Brock gets a pass because it's Brock.
Well, we'll see. Maybe. I mean, I'm hoping he's not guilty, but if he is, fuck Brock. I mean, but it's.
Like, I'm just saying. Like Joey Ryan was never convicted for anything he was accused of, as far as I know.
And I'll be honest, they would not have cleared Brock if it wasn't going to be okay.
No, they cleared it. The only reason they cleared Brock is they know it's not going to go anywhere.
Well, the legal
probably
team,
not.
It was the legal team that clear him.
I mean, think about it. The woman signed an NDA and then she broke it. So there's going to be a lot of, and I think that's what they're using, which is kind of horrible. It's just a horrible situation. Not saying justify anything that Joey Ryan was accused of. I'm just saying I'm using that as a prime example. Everyone else gets second chances, but people who were convicted, some people that were convicted, not everybody, but they can get second chances. But other person can't. Like a lot of it's weird. It's just weird stuff.
Innocent until proven guilty.
Correct.
So again, they would not have brought Brock back to TV if it felt like it was not going to be an okay thing. So I mean, hey, listen, who's to say Brock's not on a very short leash and they're watching him like a hawk, and he fucks up one more time, he's done.
I mean, I kind of agree with that logic, but the other logic is
and also the fact that remember when Vince was forced out of TKO last year, and I think it was the day the Janelle Grant stuff leaked out from the Wall Street Journal, Slim Jim immediately pulled out. Then the next day, not even the next day, they got rid of Vince like that.
Correct.
The fact that Slim Jim didn't pull out, it's probably okay with Brock. Because if any sponsors would have pulled out, they would have immediately, like that, removed Brock Lesnar. Because the thing is, this is the fact. When WWE's pockets get hit hard, that's when they change. And listen.
Well, listen, I'm still baffled that there's tables with Slim Jim on it.
I mean, it's one of their sponsors. I mean, when they pulled out last year because with Vince before Vince left last year, I mean, that and no one wants to do business with Vince. That's a bad look.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I agree with that logic.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not the biggest Brock fan. I mean, I hope he's not really guilty. We'll see. But however, Brock, I mean, the fact is also Brock is I mean, the guy, it's like when he's on TV, it's a big deal. And also the fact Brock and Cena is apparently rumored for WrestlePalooza on September 20th in Indianapolis on ESPN DTC. That's apparently the same day as AEW All Out. Apparently the same day as AEW All Out. I mean, you're looking at Brock and Cena and AEW All Out. People would probably choose Cena and Brock over All Out. And probably you're right, Jeffrey. Brock does want to retire too. Well, I mean, there's only 2 matches really. I care for Brock Lesnar right, Adam. It's Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker, and Brock Lesnar and Gunther, and that's it. I mean, I don't really care for Brock on TV in 2025. I don't. They don't need him. They've been doing fine without him. But after Brock versus Breaker and Brock versus Gunther, that's the only matches I care to see with Brock, and maybe a Oba Femi match with Brock Lesnar versus Ilya Dragunov, but that's about it, really. Wow. Piper Niven and Charlotte Flair, man. Piper Niven just beat Charlotte Flair clean.
Good.
Piper just beat Charlotte.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Wasn't necessarily clean. You had subsequently caught her eyes, but
I know, but win's a win.
oh yeah.
But Charlotte and Alexa, I will say I've been liking this team lately.
I mean, plus the fans are enjoying that win.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, Chelsea did rake Charlotte's eyes, but I mean, I'm shocked Piper even won.
I keep forgetting who's with the women's IC champion.
Becky Lynch,
That's not Becky Lynch.
the women's IC champion, is Becky Lynch.
Hannah James, that's her name.
Oh, which one? The women's U.S. champion?
No. I know who the U.S. champion is.
Women's.
I love the fact that Nikki Cross is in the background. God, that is some fucking girl for the ring shit right there.
Yeah, Nikki Cross backstage, and then women's U.S. champion Julia with Kiana James, and then Michin.
Throw a baby oil and fucking neon. Mention. That's funny.
Alexa making us care about Charlotte. Yeah, whoever thought it was a good idea to pair Alexa and Charlotte together, they deserve a pat on the back because it's doing a lot of wonders for Charlotte.
Logan Paul and John Cena? Get the fuck out of here.
What?
John Cena and Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's next. Apparently, they're going to battle at Clash in Paris. I think John Cena and Logan Paul Clash in Paris. Then John Cena and Brock Lesnar at WrestlePalooza. We'll probably get Brock there at Clash, probably. Or probably not. I would expect Cena to beat Logan Paul, though, at Clash.
Nah. Yeah. Oh, these commercials are freaking mind-boggling and annoying.
Yeah, I know we're almost, so now we're into this show, but yeah, the commercials, man, it really takes away. I understand USA Network, like, you know, they're making their money. I get it, but it's like still, when you have too many commercials, it just takes away from the overall show, man. It really does.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's,
Yeah.
Sorry, I've been working all day, so that's why I was like, why? Like, I honestly am exhausted.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. So yeah, Jeffrey Reimer, I want to bring this up here in the stream. Yeah, no shame in losing to Cena if it's Logan Paul. Yeah, I don't see Logan Paul beating Cena at Clash. I don't, especially if it's going to be Cena and Brock at WrestlePalooza. It would make sense for Cena to go over. So I can't see him losing.
Or even better, Brock Lesnar comes out and F5s both of them.
It could do that, or that either that or help Logan Paul win to get heat on Brock. But I mean, I don't know if Brock shows up or not. I mean, if he does, I wouldn't be surprised. But if he doesn't show up, he doesn't show up. But if he doesn't show up, I expect Cena to win clean. But yeah, the ESPN WWE main roster PLE starting September 20th next month.
Yeah. I'm freaking not going to waste my money.
I mean, you got $30 a month, and you got to think of the other expenses too.
Well, exactly. Makes no sense. I'm spending almost $1,000 in WWE. Why?
Well,
Listen, the WWE Network
if,
app was made more sense. It was $9.99. They could have done like what Paramount does now. They have tiers. They did it. They did this all wrong, and they're gonna. You know what's funny? Vince McMahon made made a made a statement before everything happened the way it happened. He said, if I can't have W, then I'll just burn it all down to the ground. And essentially, that's what's happening.
Well, Vince is
But it's not him burning to the ground.
Vince is not in charge anymore, though.
Oh no, I understand that, but I'm saying it's getting burned to the ground, and it's not even him doing it.
Well, they're not going to die and go out of business, though. That's the thing.
You say that.
What?
You say that, but I'm pretty sure it's. I don't know about being out of business. Go out of business, but I'm pretty sure it's in a crash and burn.
But it's not going to die and go out of fucking business. Let's be real. It's not. They're making more money than ever. They're not gonna. No. They have, dude. They're making more money hand over fist. How are they gonna go out of business and die? They're not. They're not. So, anyways, but I mean, going back to the ESPN thing. I mean, it all boils down to. I mean, if someone does really want it, then you got to think of other expenses. Like what I mean by that is what you're using, what you're not using. At least you got to think now what to spend money on wisely. Like if you're going to spend on something, then like if you're going to use it, spend on it. if you're not going to use it, why are you wasting your money on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're subscribed to something and not using it, what sense does it make to have it? You know?
True.
So
Shit. Shit. All right. I have an emergency.
So I'm not sure if I'm using a VPN or using the ESPN thing. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But it's just a thinking about it process. Haven't made a decision just yet. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, how many times has WWE gotten into financial trouble and still come out on top? Absolutely. What the hell? Oh, and I don't know what happened to AJ. I didn't even press anything. I don't know what happened to AJ or Adam Saint. I don't know what happened here. Something happened. Oh, what the hell happened? Apologize for any technical difficulties. So oh, guys, really sad, unfortunate news, and I'm really sorry to say this. Adam Saint had to dip right now, and I apologize. Apparently, I just got a Facebook Messenger message from Adam Saint. He said it was family emergency. Apparently, his father fell off his motorcycle, so he had to dip and check on him. So I am sending my thoughts and prayers to Adam Saint's father. So if you're whoever is watching this live stream now with me here, please put a prayer emoji in the chat and please say a prayer for Adam Saint's dad. I'm so Adam Saint. I'm so sorry to hear about that. My keeping your dad in my prayers. I'm really pulling for him, and hopefully he's okay. So, just want to throw that out there, Adam. Saying I'm thinking about you and your father. So I'm really sorry about your dad. I'm hoping he's okay. Really hoping it's not that serious. Apparently he fell off his motorcycle. I'm really hoping it's not that bad. So be really pulling for your dad, Adam Saint, and I'm keeping your father in my prayers, Adam. It's a dog thing. So I am so yep. Same here, Jeffrey Reimer. Same here. Adam saying I am so sorry. Really praying for your father. So I know I've said it a bunch of times, but I'm starting to worry a little bit about his Adam Saint's dad, really pulling for him. Hopefully he makes it and he's okay. So I'll be really thinking about you and your dad, Adam Saint. And don't worry, your family's a lot more important. Your father's a lot more important. So really praying for you, man, and your dad. Hopefully your dad's okay. I'm really sorry about your dad.
You, sir, are a corporate boss. You will do whatever the boss tells you to do. The boss tells John Cena to roll over. He rolls over on his back like a good boy. Logan Paul does whatever he wants. If I want attention, I don't have to get naked at the Oscars to get it. John Cena, you said yourself, I am a motivator. I am an eyeball madness John. Perfect, let's play a game. But you're right. You're right about one thing. One of us is the imposter. Let's play a game. Who's the imposter? How about this? Who's the imposter? The guy who risks his life. For your beauty pleasure. For the guy who's been doing moves. For glory. And the fact is, Logan Paul wait to share the ring with Paris. Buddy, this is my now, John.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I'm watching this promo now. Logan Paul and John Cena, really good promo segment so far. Logan Paul.
Is an undeniable presence.
John Cena, man, says undeniable.
Is a tremendous athlete. Logan Paul is a future WWE champion. Logan Paul is a future WrestleMania main event. These are things I believe to be true. And boy, they make me upset.
John Cena, man.
For years, you have been calling him everything, but you stuck on this one turn for Logan Paul. Chooses Wagner, but is an outside. We got to course correct. We got to see it lead, and we're stuck with it. Logan Paul is not an outsider. Logan Paul's a disappointment.
John Cena calling Logan Paul disappointment. Uh-oh. John Cena is going barricade where the prime bottles are. Oh, man. John Cena knocked over the cart of Prime bottles all over. Logan Paul is all heated and pissed off.
You put your life on the line for a grand total of 23 matches? What? 23? That's an amazing number.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I definitely agree, Jeffrey. When Cena's on, he's on abso-fucking-lutely, and it definitely shows here.
See, Logan, you got all this potential, but that's the one difference between me and you, and that's why they are the way they are. Every single time I step in this ring, whether I got 100 moves, 5 moves, or 1 move.
This is a really good segment here.
One question in my track record proves it. What can I give to this business? The reason they give you a hard time is so they can see a slimy dog. Every time you step in this ring, you got one question, but it's different. It's what can you take from this business? Does not, my man, I'm some wisdom on you. Shut your mouth. How fast you can run, it does not matter how high you can jump. It does not matter how many viral videos you create. These people can see through BS. They know you're here for the wrong reasons. I'm gonna flip the script. Logan Paul is not an outsider. Logan Paul is a parasite.
Oh. Ouch. See, calling John Logan Paul at Paris. Say, oh my God. Absolutely, Jeffrey Remmer. Segment of the night, right here.
The truth is, you step into this business sucking. You have sucked opportunity away in my final moments of deserving superstars. Stereo, stop. So, just
For that, they called him a wanker. Yeah, that too. John Cena is absolutely cooking Logan Paul here, and I love it. I love it.
First in line and asked for a match. Now you got one. Paris is the most important match of your life. You know a lot about hustle. You know nothing about loyalty or respect. And the first thing you should understand, if you are going to make any long-term capacity in business, this is never this is their work. And as far as the cohabitation agreement, I read the news home. You got plenty of legal trouble. The only agreement we have is you better bring your A game to Paris. You understand? Because your opponent is the greatest of all time. You think for 1 second, my final moments here, I'm just going to let you waltz into Paris with your drones behind you, just some backflipping YouTuber selling salt water. You in for a long night.
It's good.
Clash in Paris, you will either understand what it means to give up yourself to this business I love, or I'm going to beat the ever-loving shine out of you.
Oh, Logan Paul just swiped the cap off of Cena's head, and he pushes Cena with 2 fingers. And another shove to Cena. John Cena giving Logan Paul an AA. Here it comes. AA. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, when Cena mentioned Logan Paul's legal issues, saying, "Yeah, dude, that was great. That was great. Absolutely fucking roasted Logan Paul big time in that segment, man. That was really, really good. Probably the best thing on tonight's show, hands down. That was some really, really good stuff. Loved it. Love that segment, Logan Paul and John Cena. It should be hopefully a very good match at Clash in Paris. And hopefully they have a good, pretty decent match at Clash. I think they will because Logan Paul can wrestle. But I expect this to be a good match in Clash, and the crowd's going to be damn good in Clash in Paris with Paris, France crowd as well. So, but this was a good segment. I really enjoyed it. Definitely segment of the night for sure. Definitely a thumbs up segment.
Like you said, I need you at 100%. So when I beat you, there'll be no excuses. Now you and I can work tonight, and we could be cute, but after we beat Becky and Nyla, I'm coming for my time.
And up next, the Street Profits in a tag team match. They're going up against the MFTs, the My Family Trash. The My Family Trash, my fucking trash. MFTs, they suck. They suck. I don't care for the MFTs. They all suck. Well, except for Jeff Cobb. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, My Family Trash. Yeah, the MF. It's not MFTs. My Family Trash. It's My Family Trash. They fucking suck. Or my fucking trash.
Crafted flats from pizza. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason to try online. Just $5 each to buy pizza.
Choose from 5 handcrafted recipes you won't want to share. $5 each to
Jeffrey Reimer in the chat, man. He's the MVP in this chat here tonight. I don't know why this bloodline thing is still a thing. Yeah, I get the same feeling. Why? I mean, the bloodline honestly died when Roman lost his title to Cody at WrestleMania 40 last year in Philadelphia. And then I know Jacob Fatu was in there last year, but even then, Jacob Fatu didn't need them. He was not even the leader of that faction, yet he was the most over guy in that whole faction last year. So the bloodline really died when Roman lost the title to Cody last year at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia. And why they still have the bloodline now, I have no idea. I wish they would just kill the group. It's the bloodline is dead. It's dead. I've said it several times on here. I'm going to say it yet again. The bloodline needs to die. It needs to die. There's no interest in the bloodline whatsoever. Solo Sikoa is not interesting. The Tongans, including Talatonga, Tamatonga, and Tongaloa, they need to go on their own in the tag team division. Jeff Cobb should be on his own. And Sikoa just doesn't do anything for me as a singles act. He's a good wrestler, but he just does nothing for me. I'm sorry. He just doesn't. What is interesting or what is so interesting about Solo Sikoa that you actually care about? There's nothing. There is absolutely nothing to invest with Solo Sikoa. He's just not it. I'm sorry, he's not. And why they still have this bloodline thing with pushing Solo Sikoa, I have no fucking clue. And that's something I would love to know. But yeah, this bloodline, they need to kill it off. The bloodline is pretty much on life support at this point. And they just need to put it out of its misery. The group is dead. There's no reason to have the group anymore. You have the Vision and you have the Judgment Day. At least the Judgment Day has some life to it right now, unlike the bloodline. The bloodline has no life in it whatsoever. They just need to kill the faction off, put the faction out of its misery. Take like Old Yeller, they take the MFTs, which are basically the Old Yeller, take them to the back of the shed and put them out of their misery. Just put the bloodline out of their misery. Seriously, it's not working out, and it's just making TV worse. Oh, I don't know what the heck happened here. Uh-oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Some echo thing. Hold on. Am I hearing an echo thing? I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell happened here. The fuck? Hold on. Okay. There we go. There we go. Much better. Yes. Uh-oh. No, you good. Jeffrey Reimer, speaking like this, I think you can... you said, no, you good. Don't mean to sound stupid. You can... Let me know in the chat you can hear me at least. So let me know. So, yeah, I don't know what happened to the echo thing, but looks like took care of it, hopefully for now at least. But as I was saying to the bloodline, yeah, the bloodline's dead. They need to just kill it off and get it done and over with. It's just not working out right now, and it's just god-awful TV with the bloodline still on TV. It's just reaching Death Riders territory, and that's a territory you don't want to be in. It's like a go-away heat thing where no one wants to see you on TV. That's not what you want. And the best thing is to kill the bloodline. There's no reason to have it anymore. Thank you, Jeffrey. I can hear you clear. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate it. He says, yeah, exactly. Jay moved on too. Yeah. Yep. And reunite Jimmy and Jay in the future. Absolutely. Yeah. And Raw's tag division needs all the help they can get. Let's get the Usos back together on Monday Night Raw and get Jimmy away from the MFTs. That's what I would do. Please don't mention the Death Riders or the Dick Riders, you call them, the Death Riders. Yeah, they are garbage. They are absolute fucking garbage. That is just borderline offensive television. It's so fucking bad. And the MFCs are very close to reaching that territory. And you do not want to be in Death Riders territory. I'm telling you right now. It's bad. It's really fucking bad. Jeffrey Emerald says, I hope they lose on Sunday. The Death Riders, yeah. I am not watching Forbidden Door on Sunday. It feels, you know, something. One of my other good friends I've known since high school, he said it best to me the other day in a phone call. AEW Forbidden Door, and this is coming from a guy like him that's a big AEW fan, and watches WWE as well, but he's also a big AEW fan. He said to me the other day in a phone call conversation that AEW Forbidden Door this Sunday doesn't feel like Forbidden Door. It feels like Permitted Door because it's mostly AEW versus AEW matches. It doesn't feel like Forbidden Door at all. And the show is not even worth watching. It's a waste of time. I'm not even wasting my time watching it. And I'm saving my money on that show. And yeah, I mean, yeah, the wrestling may be good, but I really don't care for that show at all. It feels like a waste show. It's a throwaway show. I could give two fucks less about AEW Forbidden Door. I don't care. Jeffrey says, I'll watch NXT Heatwave first, then watch AEW the next day. Jeffrey, I do not blame you at all. I don't blame you whatsoever. I know WWE, it's not bad, but there's no excitement at this time. I know. But AEW, man, fucking shit. They are fucking clueless. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. A company that's lost the plot, doesn't give a shit about listening to the fans. So far gone. They don't know what they're doing of how to generate interest. Their product is ice cold. They're not selling out. Oh, but they sold out for Forbidden Door. Yeah, because they're in the UK for the O2 Arena in London for Forbidden Door this Sunday. If Forbidden Door was not in the UK, if it was anywhere else like in the United States, I swear to God, that show would not sell out. It'd be a completely different story. The only reason they sold out this Sunday is because they're in London. And the UK loves their wrestling. If they were not in London, Sunday was Forbidden Door, that shit would not even be close to selling out. Seriously. Facts. You can clip it right there. If AEW Forbidden Door this Sunday was in the United States, in Chicago, anywhere in the United States, if it was anywhere but the UK, if it was not in the UK and just simply in the United States, that shit would not sell out whatsoever and would struggle to sell tickets. Period. And Jeffrey says 7 matches over, at least 7 matches, greater than 12 matches. Yeah, it'll be 12 matches on Forbidden Door. And most of them that don't even belong on the pay-per-view just to get everyone on the fucking card. Meanwhile, you're going to get 7 matches at WrestlePalooza, the same day as All Out. And yes, WWE, it's petty, and they're petty. But man, oh man, Tony Khan, man, is he a mark or what? And I find it to be so funny that WrestlePalooza, and it's on ESPN, it's the same day as AEW All Out. Who the fuck is going to watch All Out over Cena and Lesnar? Oh, but there's Edge and Christian on All Out. Yeah, they gave that reuniting away not long ago on Dynamite, foolishly, to Tony Khan. Now I don't care for All Out. I don't. Thank you, Tony, for not making me care, for making me care even less about All Out. And yeah, Jeffrey, yeah, like I said, facts. Yep, because it's in London. Because London and the UK love their wrestling. So, and because UK loves their wrestling, of course it's going to sell out. That's the only reason. And it's funny because they'll be in London. Was it 15,000? What's the count? I think how many people they've sold for O2 Arena. Let me see. I'm going to look this up. I'm going on WrestleText on my phone on X. So, AEW Forbidden Door. So, AEW Forbidden Door. This Sunday, 17,000 people. 17,000 plus people sold out. 17,000 plus tickets sold out for Forbidden Door. And it's funny because they'll be at the 2300 arena, the old ECW arena, on the Dynamite after Forbidden Door on Wednesday. The Wednesday after Forbidden Door, they'll be in Philly. 2300 arena, old ECW arena, Philadelphia. And there'll be like 1,500 seats. So kind of funny you go from 17,000 to 1,500. So, I mean, you sell it in London, but I doubt that shit in Philly even. I doubt that show even sells out too. I doubt it. I'd be shocked if it sells out. I don't think it will. Only 17,000. Thought it'd be more than that. Yeah, it's 17,000. At least 17,000. But yeah, Forbidden Door, I don't even care. It's not even worth watching, and it's a waste of fucking time. I am not wasting my money on Forbidden Door. I'm saving my money, not wasting my hard-earned money on that fucking slot known as AEW Forbidden Door. It's a waste of time. Gonna have, like Jeff Reimer said, 12 matches. A lot of them don't even need to be on the show. It's only in there just to get everyone on the fucking card. And the card looks like shit too. Yeah, maybe a good wrestling show, but the card does not. But the card looks like crap. The card looks like fucking dog shit because it's mostly AEW matches. It doesn't feel like Forbidden Door at all. Got a 5-on-5 lights out steel cage match. Yeah, I don't care. You could add. I understand saving Moxley and Darby for All Out, but I mean, 5-on-5 lights out steel cage match. Talk about one big clusterfuck. Three-way elimination match for the AEW World Tag Team titles. Hurt Syndicate, Brodito, and FTR. Gee, I wonder who's winning that one. Hurt Syndicate's gonna win. I would be shocked if they lose. And they won't. Okada versus Swerve. AEW versus AEW match. Feels more like Permitted Door, huh? Timeless Tony Storm and Athena for the AEW Women's World title. Again. AEW versus AEW match on Forbidden Door. Again. Feels like Permitted Door. It's not Forbidden Door, it's Permitted Door. Remember that, people. Adam Page and MJF, AEW World title. Again, AEW versus AEW match. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Nigel McGuinness. for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. It's probably only one or two matches I'm looking forward to for Forbidden Door, and even then it's predictable, and Zack Sabre Jr. is not losing. Adam Copeland and Christian Cage versus the Matriarchy, Kip Sabian and Killswitch, or Lords of Source, was originally Nick Wayne, but he's not in the match anymore. But Killswitch is in there now. Glad to see him back, but Edge and Christian are not losing. So, predictable. You bring Killswitch back just to have him be on the losing end. Good job there, Tony. Good job. Kyle Fletcher and Hiromu Takahashi. Who gives a fuck? TNT title on the line. Kyle Fletcher is not losing. Predictable. And then you got the Fatal 4-Way for the TBS title. Mercedes Moné, Alex Winter, Persephone, and Bozella. Yeah, wake me up when that's over, because it's fucking predictable. Predictable. Mercedes is not losing. By the way, speaking of Mercedes, did you know Mercedes Moné won a 9th title tonight? 9th title. 9 belts, Moné. Do I laugh or do I cry at this point? Oh, well, Sasha Banks or Mercedes never got this freedom in WWE. You see why now? You see why. 9 fucking belts held. 9 belts. Before 2025 ends, she's gonna hold. No, she's gonna. She will be holding 12 belts. I wouldn't be shocked. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Fucking ridiculous. 9 belts. 9 belts. You're allowing this woman to hold 9 belts. You do realize the more titles you give someone, the less prestigious the previous, originally won titles will feel. And the other thing is, a lot of those titles she's holding, only one's from AEW. The others don't mean jack shit. So what's the fucking point? Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Seriously. Mercedes is not losing. She will win. I would be surprised if she loses, and she won't. AEW Forbidden Door? Yeah. AEW Permitted Door. This is a this show this Sunday is a waste of fucking time. It is a waste. Don't even waste your hard-earned money on that show. Don't. It's not worth it. Oh, but it's good wrestling there, Nick. Why should I care if there's no fucking story? Why should I invest my time into what they're doing on Wednesday? And I don't even count Collision, because that show is fucking god-awful. It is garbage. Nothing ever happens on that show. Nothing. I don't even watch. And it's not hard to see why. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, she has Beast Martos to carry them. Yeah. Yep. She did. Yep, she did 9 belts. Yeah. So, wait, Jeffrey, say Tanahashi or Takahashi? They really added Tanahashi? Oh, yeah, Tanahashi's on the lights out cage match. Yeah, right. Nobody watches Collision. Yeah. And the ratings are abysmal, too. Absolutely abysmal. Forbidden Door is a waste of fucking time. It's not worth watching at all. I'm saving my $50 on that show. Yeah, maybe good wrestling, but You can have good wrestling all you want. There's no story. How are you supposed to care? You can't. You can't. And the MFTs, by the way, lost to the Street Profits because of interference from Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn. The Street Profits will face Mello Don't Miz next week, and the winners get the White Six for the tag team titles, apparently. And then we got Aleister Black in the ring. R-Truth on the Tron. The satellite. I'm saying R-Truth is not in Dublin, Ireland for tonight, but Aleister Black's going to be face-to-face with someone else. I saw the spoilers for that earlier. It's apparently Damian Priest, who Aleister Black took out on the Smackdown the night before SummerSlam earlier this month. So Aleister Black and Damian Priest are about to go in a brawl right now, momentarily. Yeah, R-Truth apparently said he went to the other Dublin in Dublin, Georgia, non-Dublin, Ireland. Yeah, I did catch that, R-Truth. So Jeffrey, you say that, yeah, you do what I do, watch it online for free. Jeffrey, how do you watch it on? If you're talking about AEW shows, or pay-per-views, how do you watch it online for free? Because when I used to watch AEW pay-per-views in the past, you pay $50. I wonder how you do it for free. By the way. Aleister Black and Damian Priest exchanging super kicks with one another. And Black and Priest are still brawling on the outside. Officials trying to separate them. I would hope. Now, I thought Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship was going to be on Clash in Paris. Apparently, it's going to be on SmackDown next week. If that's not going to be on Clash in Paris, I'm hoping Aleister Black and Damian Priest does get added instead to Clash in Paris, because I think they deserve it. And they should have been on SummerSlam. Hopefully it's making up to them. It's made up to them, and they get on the Clash in Paris show. Just like Sheamus Rusev should have been on SummerSlam. They're gonna wrestle in Clash in Paris in a Donnybrook match, which I'm very much looking forward to, by the way. So hopefully Aleister Black and Damian Priest does indeed get added to Clash in Paris. And I think they deserve it. And the crowd would eat that shit right up. And that France crowd is incredible. And I think it would be really, really good for Aleister and Damian to both be in front of that hot Paris crowd. And they both deserve a spotlight on that PLE. And especially Aleister Black. Has it not been on a PLE since he's been back yet? And he has not been on PLE in years. So I'm hoping they get added to Clash in Paris on August 31st, but we'll see what happens. Oh, and Drew McIntyre in the middle with Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. Drew McIntyre now. Get in the ring. Ooh. Drew McIntyre. Concordio's a little bitch. Watch wrestling. Just Google it. And guess what's going to happen? Aleister Black and Damian Priest at Clash in Paris? I hope so, because they deserve it. So, time will tell.
One of the only people in WWE that's pinned you, and the next time I pin you, I'm taking that bloody title. Now, I've been walking around backstage, that's what I did a couple of weeks ago, and guess how many people have chastised me and told me off? 0 people. No one can stop money. You've got no friends left in WWE. It's okay.
Randy Orton's behind Drew McIntyre. RKO. Drew McIntyre's cutting this promo, and Orton's behind him and gives McIntyre an RKO. Three most devastating letters in all of sports entertainment, the RKO. Dublin singing voices Randy Orton's theme song. Absolutely, Jeffrey Reimer, RKO out of nowhere.
Let's get one thing clear. CD and Jay need to realize they cannot step to me like that. So since we have let's get on the same page together, okay? Okay, well, let's get one thing clear. We are still mortal enemies, okay? But those people don't appreciate. They need to know that I am the okay?
Yeah, who's to say? Yeah, I would not be surprised, man. Jeffrey, Cody must have called Randy. Yeah. So, a buddy from Legacy.
Look at the top right. That network ball. That seems like a strong. But deep little person.
Domino's, you can eat the whole cube of 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Or you can attempt to share burgers around $6.99. You slice it, you get Domino's $6.99 pizza.
This will be fine. I realized.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Just wear it again. I added some stuff.
What's up, guys? I am back. Just had to use the bathroom a little bit and get another water. They just announced the stuff for SmackDown next week, live from Lyon, France for SmackDown the next week. It's the SmackDown before Clash in Paris, the go home show, SmackDown side go home show for Clash in Paris or August 31st. Apparently, SmackDown next week in Lyon, France, it's going to be Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus the Secret Hervis, Piper Niven and Alba Fire with Chelsea Green for the women's tag team titles. Don't Miz versus the Street Profits, and the winners become number one contenders for the WWE tag team titles against the Wyatt Six. And then Solo Sikoa defends the United States Championship one-on-one against Sami Zayn. That is all for SmackDown next week. So SmackDown next week in Lyon, France, looking like a decent show. Finally, for the first time in a while, since SmackDown's moved back to 2 hours. So finally, hopefully decent show next week. It looks like a decent lineup for SmackDown next week in Lyon, France. And Lyon, France, I'm sure is going to bring it next week. So, I mean, SmackDown, I mean, you don't really feel anything right now. I mean, it was meh. SmackDown's been meh tonight outside of John Cena and Logan Paul. But SmackDown next week's looking like a better show. Hopefully it's a decent and better show for SmackDown next week in Lyon, France. So we'll see. Yeah, Jeffrey, like I said, I agree. Yeah, like I just said, next week is looking pretty decent. And Lyon, France is going to fucking bring it next week. You know, for sure. Yeah, and like I said, Lyon's going to go nuts next week. Absolutely. 100%. Jeffrey Reimer, Road Dogg needs to go in the doghouse. Comment of the night. Right here. Road Dogg needs to go in the doghouse. Fuck yeah. Road Dogg sucks at his job and can't write. And clearly it is not a good writer, and he clearly needs to go. Mr. Oh, you didn't know? Mr. D-O-double-G, your ass better call somebody. Yeah. I wish someone would call you, Mr. Brian James, so they could tell you you're fired. Because you fucking suck at your job. Because you cannot write for shit. And you are clearly not a good writer. And you don't make SmackDown good. You make it worse every time you get your fingerprints on the script. You are not a good writer, Road Dogg. Someone should fire you. Entertaining wrestler, but awful, awful writer. I know he and Triple H are friends, but they got to get rid of Road Dogg. Getting Road Dogg off as a writer, like getting rid of Road Dogg as a writer for the show is the best thing. And can we get Ryan Ward back on as a head writer for the show, please? He made SmackDown really, really good in late 2016. What happened to that? What happened to Ryan Ward, man? Let's get him back as a head writer for SmackDown, man, and get Road Dogg the fuck out, because clearly he doesn't know what he's doing, and clearly it's not good with him there. He's one of the co-lead writers for SmackDown, and Road Dogg's just not working out. You could put anyone else in there in Road Dogg's position, and they make SmackDown a lot better, and they would do a much better job for SmackDown than Road Dogg would ever do, hands down. Yeah, the AEW shows TNA go to watch wrestling at UE home/home 7. I will remember that, Jeffrey, for next time to watch any TNA AEW show. So I'll remember that. Thank you, Jeffrey. Really appreciate it. And Jeffrey says even Sean Wright's better than him. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. Road Dogg's got to go. He's just not cutting it. He can't cut the mustard. He's not a good writer. And it's not making SmackDown good, and it shows. Everything just feels formulaic. There's a tag team match in the main event of every single SmackDown. It's the same old shit. Like, can we have something else and mix it up? I can't. Like, why do we need the same thing every week? Can't you do something different? It just feels so formulaic and stale and boring. It just feels fucking boring. Like, just fucking end it already. The sooner they get Road Dogg out of writing SmackDown, the better the show will be. And the better SmackDown will be. Pretty smooth over on Nia Jax from Tiffany Stratton. Frog Splash to Nia Jax from Jade Cargill, and Jade pins Nia for the 1-2-3. And Nia loses, takes the pinfall from Jade. And Nia should get no more title shots, or should be nowhere near a match with Tiffany Stratton after this. If we get a draft soon, I'm hoping to God it's soon. Can we get Nia and Tiffany on separate shows? Because Nia's done everything on this show. Can we get Nia back to Raw and just get her away from Tiffany? That would be that. I would love that. And Jade and Tiffany stand tall to close SmackDown. That's incorrect. Oh no. John Cena coming out of one of the locker rooms.
Sorry about you. I just heard from Brock Lesnar.
Uh-oh. Oh, Logan Paul just knocked out John Cena. Logan Paul runs away. John Cena's out. Nick Aldis checking on John Cena. He's out. And that's how SmackDown goes off the air. Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah, just heard from Brock. Boom. Yeah, and Logan Paul knocks out John Cena to end SmackDown tonight. And yes, Jeffrey. Yeah, yes, please move Nia to Raw. Tiffany and Julia on the show could use a lot different and better competition than what they have now. They've pretty much run through everyone on this show. And they need new opponents. So, yeah, definitely get Nia to Raw if they hopefully have a draft this fall, which has been rumored. Hasn't happened yet. Hopefully it's still in the plans. And, yeah, get some life on SmackDown. Absolutely. Just, you feel nothing right now. Everything just feels so fucking formulaic and just fucking stale. It's got to change. It's got to change. I know WWE, it's not bad, but you don't feel anything at this time currently. And I know Raw is 2.5 hours on Netflix and SmackDown's 2 hours on USA Network, and I know WWE, it's not bad, but you just feel nothing currently at this time here. But even with that, compared with Raw and SmackDown, Raw feels like the better show compared to SmackDown, and it's not even close. Things got to change on SmackDown and quick. And yes, Jeffrey, yeah, 2016 was peak SmackDown, abso-fucking-lutely. I wish we could go back to that. And again, get Ryan Ward back as the lead writer for SmackDown. Get Road Dogg the fuck off of the SmackDown creative team because he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's stuck in his old ways. He's out of touch. Road Dogg is like Vince McMahon, minus the allegations. He doesn't care. The guy just doesn't care, and he doesn't get it. The sooner they get Road Dogg off the SmackDown writing team, the better. And they get someone, and let's get him off there. Let's get Road Dogg off the SmackDown writing team and have someone replace him who will do the job a lot better than him. That will make SmackDown a lot better off and captivating, compelling television. So the sooner happens, the better, because SmackDown changes need to be made. I don't know what needs to be done, but changes need to be made to SmackDown for the better and quick, because it's really not good. SmackDown's really not good right now at all. Raw compared to SmackDown, Raw is the much better show than SmackDown, and it's not even close. Something's got to change on SmackDown, and quickly, is all I will say. And that is a wrap for the SmackDown watch party here for the SmackDown tonight, August 22nd, 2025, with SmackDown taking place from Dublin, Ireland tonight. They'll be in Lyon, France next week. Looks like a much better, decent show next week. Hopefully that's the case next week. But I appreciate you guys showing up here. You guys are awesome. Jeffrey Reimer, thank you so much for showing up, especially here. You rock. You're the best, bro. And hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Follow me on X, FioreNick579, Instagram, NicholsFiore2014, TikTok, Furious Nation, Facebook, Nichols, Fiore, 31. And I appreciate every single one of you. And Jeffrey Remmer says 2 more comments. I want to read them real quick before we get the heck out of here. The rumors are, if the rumors about Taker being a producer, I would take him over him or the 2016 guy, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan Ward or Mark Calloway, The Undertaker. Any one of those two over Road Dogg. Anybody, any one of those two. Literally anybody over Road Dogg. Undertaker would do a much better job. Ryan Ward would do a better job. Gail Kim, if she's still a free agent. Anyone would write SmackDown so much better than Road Dogg. Get Road Dogg the fuck off of the SmackDown creative writing team. Quickly. Changes need to be made to SmackDown. The sooner they get Road Dogg off the SmackDown writing team, the better SmackDown in general as a whole is going to be. So I'm hoping they're listening to this because this is coming from a big SmackDown fan, and I've noticed for weeks SmackDown currently is not a good show. It's not, and it just feels so fucking stale. It could be so much better, and you got a guy like Road Dogg who just doesn't give a fuck. I know Triple H and Road Dogg are good friends. I understand that, and I understand giving Road Dogg a chance. But and Road Dogg's just not working out. They know that they have to know this current SmackDown's not working out. They have to know. So changes need to be made, and Road Dogg's got to go. Things got to change now because it's really getting fucking bad on Friday nights. It is. Changes need to be made to SmackDown ASAP. Seems like they're coasting on Fridays. Yeah. It feels like Triple H is more hands-on with Raw and Road Dogg is more hands-on with SmackDown. And that's what it feels like. And I get the feeling. And I've gotten that feeling for weeks now. And I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to figure that out, to be quite honest with you. SmackDown sucks. SmackDown needs to change pronto. I appreciate you guys so much for showing up here. I will see you next time for more good content here on the channel. For a Raw post show, since Raw will be in Birmingham this Monday, they'll be live this Monday. Raw this Monday in Birmingham live at 3, ends like 5:30. I will probably, since they'll be in the UK in Birmingham this Monday, will do a Raw post-show review this Monday night. It'll be at 8 or 9 o'clock hours after Raw for this Monday, so look out for that. Then the SmackDown watch party for SmackDown next week with SmackDown next week in Lyon, France. So look forward to those videos, and I appreciate you all for showing up here. I will see you next week, next Monday night, I'll see you this Monday for the post-show Raw review, hours after Raw this Monday from Birmingham, England. And I will see you next week, the SmackDown watch party, SmackDown next week in Lyon, France. Thank you guys so much with all you do. And have a good night. Have a good rest of your Friday night. I will catch you guys later. Peace out.